Hey, welcome to this version of Ask Stump the Pastor. I don't know what we're calling this. But my name is Jared. This is Matt. I'm going to ask him really hard questions, and we're going to see what he can do with them. So, Matt, we've been talking about baptism a lot lately, and we're getting questions about that. So Here's a question that I think a lot of people are concerned with is, why do we immerse rather than just sprinkle? Like, what's the deal with immersion?
Because what's better than dunking somebody in water?
Well, I think
that's fun, right?
I think that's why
Didn't you do that as a kid growing up?
Yeah, I think that's why people are concerned. I mean, you get behind somebody and you're putting them under the water. It looks really awkward. So why do we do it that way?
Well, actually, we do it that way because that was the practice all the way from the first century. So, really short biblical history lesson here.
Please make it short.
I'll make it as short as possible. So, all throughout the scriptures, anytime someone was baptized, they were fully immersed underwater. And this goes back to the Jewish practice. So the Jews, whenever a non-Jewish person wanted to convert to Judaism, there was a 5-step process they had to go through to become a Jew or to practice Judaism. And the last step was this person would immerse themselves in water, and it was symbolic of, I'm washing away my Gentile identity, and when I come up out of the water, I'm embracing my new Jewish identity. So that was a practice. And in the first century, when Jesus shows up on the scene, and John the Baptist, as you know, John the Baptist is the very first person who, in the history of the world, as far as we know, who baptized or immersed other people. And he would do that, and then Jesus asked John to immerse him, and on and on. And we know it was immersion because the Greek word that's used to describe this all throughout the scriptures is the word baptizo. And baptizo was not a religious term in first century Greek life or in first century Israel. It was just a regular everyday cooking term or normal term. It meant to immerse something. So you see it in pickle recipes. You see it in all kinds of things like that.
I love that.
When they were dyeing fabrics or clothes, they would immerse them. They would baptizo them. So it just meant to dip or to immerse. And it's become a religious word now, obviously, but that wasn't the original intent. So we immerse simply because of the symbolism that when you go underwater, it's symbolic of the fact that God has forgiven you or washed away all of your sins. And when you come out of the water, it's symbolic of the fact that you have been raised with Christ to a new life, or you have a new identity in Jesus. And it's the way it was practiced. It's the way Jesus was baptized. It's the way it was practiced all through the New Testament. So we just do the same thing.
At least that's a very clear explanation. Hopefully that helped some of you out that had the question, and that helps you see where we stand on this subject. If you have another burning question, we would love to hear from you. Just click the link. The button will send you to a place where you can submit your questions, and we will try to answer them.